Is going on, everyone's. We are here and we are back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. I'm yours truly, Brandon D.
And I am Camille A. Stalker.
And like we always do at this time, well, not normally, but we're going to do it this time. Thank you to everyone who shows up for us whenever we show up. We appreciate it. If you're getting the value from this content, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Because it helps us grow. And that's what it's all about, having conversations that need to be had with people that need to be involved. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into this episode. So the topic for today is going to be
NEA President Becky Pringle, the liberal lunatic.
Now, attention parents who have their children in public schools. These are the type of people who are leading public schools. This is the type of rhetoric that the teachers and the administrators, all of these people, this is the rhetoric that they're being taught. As teachers, as educators, this is what's being spewed to them so they can push this on to our children. So y'all make sure y'all pay attention. This woman is outside her mind up there. She is up there somewhere. But we're going to listen to what she says. Make sure y'all stick around because she says a lot. We're going to break it down. And we're going to do a bit of laughing and a little bit of questioning. So y'all make sure y'all stick around. Here is Miss Becky Pringle.
Oh, freedom. I am Becky Pringle. I am the great-granddaughter of people who were kidnapped from the Ghanaian region of West Africa and enslaved in Charlottesville, Virginia. I am the daughter of Haywood Harrison Board and a public school history teacher, and Mildred Taylor Boyd, an ESP Head Start food service worker. I am the widow of Nathan, a labor attorney who loved me and supported me unconditionally. I am a proud mother and grandmother of 2 beautiful children. I am an educator who has spent 31 of my 70 years on this earth.
She look good. To be 70, she looks really good.
Did you see how she waited for those claps?
I did see how but I was like, she said 70. I'm like, hold on, girl. Okay.
This whole charade right here reminds me of, you know how in Papa Rosa Rolling Stone, it takes about 10 minutes for a song to get in, and then they go off.
Man, yeah.
That's what's about to happen right here. Once she gets past these 10 minutes of talking about nothing, she gonna go off.
All she had to say was, I am Becky Pringle, and then go into it. I am the great-great-granddaughter of the Rosses. And I am
like when
married to Brandon.
The greats.
I am.
And he was a construction worker. Yeah.
And we have
5 boxes of cigarettes.
Like, why do we need to know all of that for the NEA? For the NEA.
Miss Becky Pringle, hold my hands when I tell you this. No one cares.
Because they didn't, and then you see they did. She waited for them to applaud.
She waited for them to applaud.
That's
like, she gave him the eye, like, you better or else.
I'm going to give her this. She looks good.
She does. For 70.
She looks good. She might be a little nutty.
She about to show you how ugly she is, though.
Those 31 years, I taught middle school students the wonders of science. And now I have the honor and privilege of being the president of the largest labor union in this country, the National Education Association. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom is a Negro spiritual that my family choir sang in our annual concert.
Man, hold on. Wait. So I know the song because we sang the song in church, and she messed it up. But anyway, how does how did she?
Oh my goodness.
She said
Oh,
31 years
freedom.
teaching science, and then
She busted out.
like this is a musical.
Oh my goodness, she got me sweating over here. She said, "Oh, freedom."
You're silly.
Oh my goodness gracious, I'm crying and sweating over here, fooling with this woman. Man, hold up. It's just, oh man. Let me let her get back into it, man, because she killed that.
At my church. During these long weeks, when our spirits have been saddened, our consciousness outraged, our realities rattled, that song kept stirring in my soul. I sang it out loud.
We just heard you.
The Supreme Court handed down its despicable decisions last week. As lawsuits we had won were challenged. Oh, freedom. I sang it while watching evil run rampant, while witnessing so much hurt and harm. But delegates, I also sing, oh, freedom, while watching millions rise up to say no, when decent people remind this nation of what is good and right and true, when morality carries the moment. Oh, freedom. It is a reminder, a clarion call for courage and determination, for the righteous indignation that must fuel our resistance and resolve. When I look back at my family's ties to that song, I know that singing that very song built community, just like we are doing.
Singing that song built community? If that was the case, you'd have just built a community right then.
That was the old Negro spiritual when Negroes were really trying to
they
like
were really not free.
trying to get out of something.
What are you talking about? This woman is worse than doggone. What was that last woman we did? Stacey Abrams.
Because nothing that she's saying, it doesn't make sense because she's not stating what the Supreme Court did. Number one, I guess we're supposed to know. Number two, to say you're still a slave, how?
And then she just said in her song that she'll die and go to the Lord before she's a slave. So what's real mind-blowing is the only thing she has said thus far about education is she used to teach science.
And she was probably teaching evolution, the evolution theory. She's saying she was a middle school teacher, which was probably, if you're in public school, you're probably teaching about evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're saying that you are singing the song that deals with God, the evolution theory and biblical theory, they don't go together.
Completely contrary to each other.
So that, there's confusion there. But this whole speech that she is making, I'm confused.
This is the type of people that are running the school system. And we wonder why we want to dismantle the Department of Education as we proceed.
In this space, building a community of support and strength and love. In my community, I just have to take a moment and express radical gratitude for you. You continue to show up with courage in the midst of exhaustion. You defend truth and equity amidst a vicious swirl of hatred and lies. You are the holders of hope and the keepers of dreams. You provide love and care to our students and to each other. NEA, thank you for all you are and all you do.
I'm going to have to look it up because I don't understand what they do.
I had it pulled up. It's a union.
What do they do? They unionize and come together and indoctrinate?
They are... The National Education Association is more than 3 million people, educators, students, activists, workers, parents, neighbors, friends who believe in opportunity for all students and in the power of public education to transform lives and create a more just and inclusive society.
Okay, now we know.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Trump's unlawful funding freeze threatens critical student support.
So when it comes to this whole freeze, they're not telling you why he's freezing these funds. They're just saying he's freezing funds. But let's be real. When people are this vague, like she's being, they're lying.
She's saying that other people are lying, or,
Is vagality a word?
It is. But how are you trying to...
I just wanted to know. Anyway, this woman is not being specific on anything that she's talking about. And she's saying just blanket statements that mean nothing.
It's emotional.
Without context. And that's what these lunatics don't want to introduce into the conversation, context. They just want to say, oh, he's doing this, but they don't want to say why or how this came about.
Or they don't want to offer a solution, like a real solution. It's just a blame game. It's not a how can we, make sure that students are learning. What I just read, it said to make a more just an
and inclusive
society.
That the education is not even a part of their mission statement.
It doesn't say anything about reading, writing or math,
or even science. It said they're not y'all need to be including education in education.
But they're including, hey, if you say that you come to school and you fill out this paper and you want to be called a boy, well, we're going to call you a boy and your parents don't have to know about it. Like, that's what they are affirming. Like, that is the type of stuff that they are saying. Hey, if you want to, it's ridiculous. But then you have teachers in the classroom who are saying, these children aren't doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, because
you wonder why.
But they need to feel like it's included.
They're included.
But they're acting.
But they need to know what to identify as. That's the problem. When they get in the real world, identity is the most important thing. Not reading, not doing math. You don't need any of those things. What you need to know is what you identify as.
That'll get you through life.
That'll get you all, man, and play victim.
Yeah.
And that'll get you all the free things that you need out of life.
Yeah.
Then what you do is you get pulled over by the police.
And don't comply.
Don't comply. You tell them, let me talk to your supervisor. That's what you do. And life is solved. Then you can go get the casket chasers, you know what I'm saying, Ben Crump and Quanell X. And then y'all can manipulate the system into giving y'all something free. That is the American dream in a nutshell. So now that y'all know that, we're going to let her continue.
Fellow delegates, as the highest governing body of the NEA, our country is depending on us, on this community, to lead the way from dogmatism back to decency. We must lead the way from callousness and the castigation of society's at-risk communities. It is up to us to lead the way toward care and consideration and compassion that is everyone's right. We know well the obstacles we face, all of them designed to distract and divide and divert, as those in power blatantly and aggressively target immigrants, our Black, brown, indigenous community.
You niggas lie too much.
And what bothers me, I watched freaking Dr. Umar repeat crap 3 times.
Say it 3 times, baby.
But y'all will watch these people and they will repeat it. That's why CNN is dangerous. That's why MSNBC, because every anchor, every person, every show that's on, they repeat the same thing. And so then what do? You're not using your brain to think, what they're saying doesn't make sense. It's not immigrants, because immigrants are welcome in America. It is illegal.
We're a country of immigrants.
Like, hello, Joe. But it is illegal people. It is people who have come here who are not supposed to be here, who are committing crimes. Then I've also seen that there are illegal people here who have let their visas and stuff expire, and then they are being deported. Well, and then you have people saying, well, it's not fair. Well, why didn't they take care of what they needed to take care of in the time period that they had? If you were here 20 years, and I understand that, yeah, at that
you
time,
got kids,
this
16,
is your
17.
home. But why didn't you take the initiative to do the thing? So these people are serving lies.
Blatantly and aggressively. Like she just
She
said.
did say that. And then they are the ones, whomever they are, these people who are speaking, they are divisive and they are diverting what is really happening. She has not said anything about education for children and how they are to be better.
Not
How
one
school,
word.
she said something about neighborhoods, like low income neighborhoods.
Your responsibility as an educator is to educate. What are you talking about?
Ooh.
Everything you have said thus far means absolutely nothing because you are an educator. You need to be talking about education,
She's
not
the
social
president of
justice.
it now.
Huh?
She's the president of the NEA now.
But she's
So
still she's a top educator.
I know better teachers who probably need to be in that position who will say, hey, this
They
is
need
what
to learn how to read.
yes. I know way better teachers. I don't know. I ain't never seen it, but I know teachers and I know a few teachers whose focus is children, who want children to do the work, right, and do better. She is ill.
Yep.
Ill.
Our AAPI and LGBTQ plus communities.
She can't even get it out.
Because I lie.
She can't even. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna let y'all see her face when she says this.
As those in power blatantly and aggressively target immigrants, our Black, Brown, Indigenous communities, our AAPI and LGBTQ plus communities, and anyone.
That inclusivity. You want people to be included, but it's not.
Did you just see how she looked? She's even annoyed by all them doggone alphabets.
And so in order to be in these positions, you have to comply, right? You have to comply with what these people are telling you to do. If you're going to be in this position, this is what we need you to do. You have to, or else you're not going to be in this position. So even if it's not her, it'll be somebody else who is still spewing the same thing. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. There is an agenda. The agenda is here. How do we fix it? Well, you need to start teaching your children about God. You need to also start pulling your children out of school, and homeschooling. Christian schools ain't really getting it either.
And we don't want to hear no excuses about time and work and all of that there. What is most important to you? I had somebody in our comments before talking about people are limited by time, resources, and teachers are skilled individuals who, no, they ain't. They are people who have learned to effectively communicate.
And the ones, and once again, the ones who really want to do the job, they can't do the job because they have to, not because of the children, well, part because of the children, but because they can't teach, because the system is saying, because the educational system is saying, hey, inclusivity.
And you got people.
Nature emotions, SCS and SCL and all of those, or CRT and all those things.
You have people in the same grade based on age,
yep,
but their intellect is nowhere near on the same level. Nowhere near. So you're trying to teach 15 different levels of education. Take your kids up out the schools. Figure out a way. No more excuses. Do you see the type of children that these schools are pushing out? I seen one guy, this fool bragged about graduating and failed everything. All F's all year and graduated.
Push them through.
It's just like, get gone. We don't want to deal with you no more. You're getting too old. So go on through the system. That's what we're dealing with.
Who dares to demand the safety and humanity that should be the inheritance of us all. Those in power are trying to erase the truth of our history so our students are denied the full story of who we are. They want.
I want to say this. There's a difference between your humanity and your sexual preference. The alphabet community needs to learn how to differentiate, because y'all be thinking the world hates y'all and don't want y'all to be human when we don't care for your lifestyle. We don't care for all the public displays of affection, the unnecessary, hey, look at me, all of that. That's what we don't care for. Humanity, everyone deserves to be treated like a human being.
Yep.
But I'm not finna doggone praise your sexual preference and your lifestyle. So until y'all learn how to separate the two, you're going to forever think the world hates you. You're going to forever think that people are out to get you. No, it's your lifestyle. It's just like God. He don't hate the person. He hates the lifestyle. And that's it's the same thing. I'm not saying with God in any means, but it's the same thought process, it's the same belief.
Yeah, because if you believe in God and God tells us,
believe what he believes.
You should hate. I hate these abominations, and He's saying, "Hey, turn away from what that is." And then you have people who don't believe in it, complying. Once again, I'm gonna use that word. That's my new word. Who are complying with what the whole world is saying, and the Lord is saying, no. That's not what we're going to do. And if you read the Bible, if you read the Old Testament and you look at Israel, you like the Israelites, I'll say the Israelites. If you look at the Israelites and you see them worshiping pagan gods and doing this and doing all these things, and the Lord is saying, hey, I chose you and you keep going against me.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So yeah, like Brendan said, humanity is important, but we can't keep doing this, and then you say, yeah, that's the truth. That's not the truth. These are big lies that are being told.
Big lies. Big cap.
Big cap.
To silence all of the pain and all of the struggle, even in telling of the triumphs, their narration is incomplete. They want to stop our students from looking.
What you thought she said?
So she said tramps. I was like,
Looking inward.
She didn't win us somewhere else.
To see their own dignity, or outward to a world filled with possibility and pride. NEA, none of this is normal. And it is not by accident. It is all despicably deliberate. The pitting of parents against educators, neighbors against neighbors, communities against themselves. Scapegoating, othering, blaming instead of fixing the inequitable systems that are baked in the very soil of this nation. And as they blame and ban, Donald Trump and his billionaire buddies are slashing already promised federal support, funneling public dollars into private hands that are already obscenely wealthy, gutting protections for trans students, and dismantling diversity, equity, and inclusion programs that lift up every student.
I've never been lifted up by anything DEI. I don't know how DEI lifts up any students.
I can't lift up these students with reading, writing, and math. Why are we still talking about inclusion? Why does everybody on the team get a ribbon? You didn't do anything.
There's winners and there's losers. Everybody is not going to be in first place.
And everybody's not going to be included. God dog, everybody's not going to like you. You're not going to like everybody. That's how the world goes. Like, what are we teaching? You're supposed to like me because I'm this way. Man,
Love is love.
move around. Move around.
Get from by
That is
me.
not true.
That weak top.
Man.
I hope you heard me say the words.
I did not.
Diversity,
Oh.
equity, inclusion.
She better go off.
We cannot allow this administration or anyone else reduce these three sacred values to a simple three-letter slur. Diversity is our uniqueness and our strength. Equity means every student gets what they need when they need it in the way that serves them the best.
That's not equity. Stop lying. That's not what equity is.
Every student needs to know how to read and know how to write and know how to add and subtract and multiply. And divide.
Why do they need to know all these other stupid things?
The parents should be uplifting and showing the child their uniqueness, because I'm sure, and their strength, because they get those things, they glean those things from their parents, and then they, I'm not saying a teacher can't do it, but it's the parents' job.
It's the parents' job to do all of that. It's the teacher's job to teach them attitude.
Teach them
Basic.
I mean, the parent can teach them basics well, but
Inclusion flourishes when all of our students are seen and valued and respected, that they all have access to opportunities and supports. Delegates, we cannot fear the future. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Say the words. Say the words. Say them. Say them out loud. Say them again.
She gonna make y'all say the words.
Diversity.
They sound so unsure.
They didn't want to say
They didn't want to say that.
That's not why we came here.
We came here for education.
Hold on. Have y'all ever seen the movie
reminded
The
me of
Witches? Roald Dahl, and the witches, and they're in the room, and the witch, they take off their things, and she's like telling everybody to, like, they do the chant.
She was like,
oh my goodness, like I'm talking about the OG, not the new one with Anne Hathaway, but the OG one with what's her name, from the lady from Addams Family? I can't think of her name, but anyway, I thought of that. Yikes.
Oh, freedom. We're educators, so we know exactly why public education lies at the core of their attacks, because a free, universal public education that is grounded in teaching critical thinking is a threat to authoritarianism.
She said free, universal public education.
Those words were used intentionally.
Got it.
Sounds like globalism, doesn't it?
Globalism. And that is a goal for every child who is in school, to learn every child in the world the same thing. so that there is no, oh, America does it this way, or oh, they do it this way, that every child
And that
is,
way I can have as many workers.
yes, which leads to, well, we'll start off with socialism, but you go into communism. They gonna tell you how much food you can have. Oh, we have a lot. And then at the end of that, then you're gonna be eating rice. You're gonna be
beans.
No, rice.
Just rice.
We know that. Because you see, if they can control what our students learn, they can control what they believe, and then they can use.
So right now, y'all don't control what they are learning.
That is exactly what she's doing right now. She is controlling what they learn and what they believe.
And then you go home and you're like, where did you get this from? Well, I learned it at school.
That's cool, mommy.
Well, we don't believe that. Well, my teacher does because they teach it.
And then your child spends more time at school than they do with you. So just imagine the influence. And that's how you have children that believe things that the parents never taught.
Right. It started in college, but then they saw that when they went lower and lower because they were like, wait, in college,
College, you got to work a little bit harder to indoctrinate. But if I can get you when you're young,
a piece of cake,
I can bring you up in it.
Those beliefs to manipulate reality and reason and manifest confusion and cruelty. That's why they want to dismantle and defund and privatize and voucherize public education. That's why they want to demoralize.
Now they want to do it to get rid of lunatics like you.
She said voucherize. Is that a word? So, I've always been on the fence about school choice. I'm like, I don't know. I'm leaning more towards, I still don't know, but I don't see the harm in seeing if a voucher program would work, because thus far, nothing has really worked.
What's happening now ain't working.
And also to privatize, how does a public school have anything to do with people sending their children to private school? She says that's why they want to dismantle and disfund and privatize and voucherize public education.
They don't want to voucherize.
They don't want to voucherize. Well, I mean, you'll have an option to.
But if you have an option, who's going to choose?
Whomever. And then I know in Texas how it was like, it's not even a lot, because I think they're trying it. I think it was like the first 1,000, like 1,000 or 100. I can't remember what it is, but like I said, I'm still on the fence about school choice, but I know as a homeschooler, if you opt in, the whole point of homeschooling is you don't want the government in anything, like at all, because then you would be taking money from the government.
Which comes with consequences.
Which does come with consequences. But I know the vouchers for public education, it will be for a certain amount for students who are in areas that want to go to, and I think it's like up to 10,000. So you would have to try and pick a school that is in that price range, because private schools kind of are higher than that anyway.
They're pricey.
So that's why I'm still on the fence, but I don't agree with what she is saying about why they shouldn't do it. I have other opinions about it.
Before we get back into it, make sure y'all check out our official stockerfamily.com store. Got merch. Check it out if you like it. If you believe in family, faith, and education, like that's all we talk about. Make sure y'all check out our store. And we're gonna get back into it with this Miss Becky Pringle.
education professionals who have dedicated their lives to teaching and feeding and nurturing and counseling and driving our students every day. That's why. This is an intentional, coordinated campaign to strip away the very tools that challenge power, demand justice, and preserve democracy. As they work to destroy public education and then profit from the wreckage, this administration wants to lock in policies that will take generations to undo. Delegates, I need you to understand that we are in a prolonged fight, one that cannot end on the last day of this RA. While you have been elected to lift up the voices of educators across this country and then decide the future of our union, your responsibility reaches well past these 4 days. It's not only about what we deliberate, debate, and decide and learn. NEA, it's always about what we do. It's about what we do. It's about what we do. We must use our power to take action that leads, action that liberates, action that lasts. And we cannot simply fight against. NEA, we must also fight forward for our vision of a school system where every student, everyone, attends a school that is safe and welcoming and plentiful in resources, a school where every student is celebrated for who they know themselves to be, a school
Celebrate them for who they know they are to be.
And they still can't read, hear, write, and spell, and do math on grade level. But you can know who you are. Man.
This is the dumbest. Well, hey, at least they know who they are.
And people don't see anything wrong with this. I see everything wrong with this. I see this is not a good speech. This is a terrible speech.
This is terrible.
She's not telling the delegates that they need to go back into the classroom and, hey, let's buck the system. Let's buck what the school system is saying. And let's read this good book, right? Let's write papers. Let's write essays. Let's do projects.
Let's fight Donald Trump.
Because he's bad and we're good.
That is steeped in excellence and care, where education justice is recognized as a birthright, where educators, you, are valued as the professionals you are. NEA, I see you. I see you. In so many ways, you are already fighting forward to make that vision reality. Just last month, in a historic vote for unionization, determined education support professionals in Kansas brought nearly 600 new members into the Lawrence Education Association. Their dedication unites all school employees into one powerful union, laying the groundwork for a statewide movement for dignity and respect for our ESPs. Last fall,
Children can't read. Children can't write.
They have 600 new members.
And children can't do math. And you over here bragging about 600 new members.
That you got to pay a fee to be in these unions and stuff. You got to go to meetings. You got to stay in. I also don't like how some of these teachers and stuff, they're on tenure. Like they will never lose their jobs, even if they get in trouble for like touching children or all these
those
other
are the worst teachers.
They get to go sit in a building and still get paid, but they've done wrong. She's saying that 600 people have become members, and then the world is saying, oh, well, children can't read and write on grade level. It's ridiculous, but nobody's doing anything about it. Well, Trump is trying to do something about it.
Y'all ain't even talking about it.
Nobody's saying anything. My child knows this.
This woman is the president of the National Education Association, and she has not mentioned one time how 80% of American children cannot read at grade level. 85% of American children cannot do math at proficient level.
Once upon a time, 90% of America knew how to read and write proficiently. And that's without them graduating from high school. It was like they had 8th grade educations, but they understood.
And those are probably the people that are thriving today.
While we didn't win all the things, yet, we can find strength and inspiration and learning in the victories in Nebraska, in Colorado, in Kentucky. In each of those states, public education was on the ballot, and every time, voters said no to school vouchers. And that continued into the legislative sessions this year. Educators helped beat back vouchers in Utah and Mississippi, in North and South Dakota, and in Kansas. And not just that, NEA New Mexico, wrapped a circle of protection around our immigrant students.
If they're immigrants, they shouldn't have anything to worry about. So how is that a flex, or how is that an accomplishment?
Kids still can't read.
Fought against using standardized testing processes to collect student immigration status, and they won. Educators in Sackett's Harbor, New York, mobilized their community and won the release of their students who were detained in an ICE raid.
Which means they weren't illegal. Because if they were, they wouldn't have been let go.
But Americans still can't read.
NEA, this is a type of work that we must do all over this country. I will forever be proud of us and our response to the Department of Education's dangerous, diabolical, and unconstitutional edict, which was designed to erase diversity, equity, and inclusion. And NEA, we stood up. And we won. In 3 states, federal judges blocked implementation, ruling that the department what they had done was a clear abuse of power. As we continue to expand this work across our nation, we must take action guided by these 7 important verbs.
She said that the Department of Education was unconstitutional. The Constitution doesn't say anything about education. That's why
she
you
said that dismantling of Department of Education is unconstitutional.
That's still not unconstitutional because in the Constitution it doesn't say anything about education. I was like, she confused me because I was like, wait, the Constitution doesn't say anything about education. Like this whole thing about children being in school and stuff, like it's law, but it's not constitutional. Like you have freedoms. You have freedoms. This whole thing of you sending your child to school to learn, that's new. That it's like 100 years old. It's new. It's not. Anyway.
And yes, I will be stopping you in the halls of this RA and asking you to say them. Ruling that the department what they had done was a clear abuse of power. As we continue to expand this work across our nation, we must take action guided by these 7 important verbs. And yes, I will be stopping you in the halls of this RA and asking you to say them. 7.
That's 5.
Educate, communicate, organize, mobilize, litigate, legislate, elect. Oh, I like that. Let's say it together. Let's say it. Educate, communicate, organize, mobilize, litigate, legislate, elect. Oh, snap. Okay. In many of the world's cultures, as you know already, spiritual systems and creation stories, the number 7 holds special significance. In the Lakota Sioux tradition, every decision.
Did this Jezebel just relate foolishness she just said to the Bible? Got another one who likes playing with God. It seems like most black women like playing with God. Like y'all be saying some of the most outlandish things and then try to directly connect it to the Bible and biblical scripture. I don't understand.
And the Bible don't even really be saying nothing about education either, except teach them diligently in the way that they should go.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that the public school system is set up, that's not teaching.
The way they should
that's
go.
not teaching your children diligently in the way that they should go. No.
We make must be done with consideration for the next 7 generations. Our 7 verbs hold similar long-term thinking. As we answer the call to fight back now, we must also fight forward for those who will follow us in our continuous struggle for freedom and justice. Our multi-pronged strategy to protect our nation's promise is designed to meet the most.
I'm done.
Thank you. I was done a long time ago.
I'm done. We're gonna leave the video and we're gonna leave a link to the video in the description because she said some most stupid mess, but I can't take no more stupidity. And if you believe this, you're on a whole nother level of I need some help.
I don't understand why it's so hard. It's not hard to educate your children unless they are, on the spectrum or they have a disability. Then yes, you would need help. You would need somebody to come in and help you and do that. But to educate it's not hard to put a book in front of a child and have them write and then do math and then let them write stories and then let them go out and play. That's not hard. And find you a community where they can go and do, play with people or talk to people or whatever. Like this public school thing is hard. It's super hard.
Yeah.
There's no way, because educating your child is very, very simple. To teach a child to read it's easy. Like I said, unless something is like they can't get it. But in my opinion, public school isn't necessary
At all.
Not with what's happening today.
My advice: figure out a way to get your kids up out of there. You're setting yourself up and your kids for failure. That graduation rates are going up, literacy rates are going down. It doesn't make any sense. So if you value your children's education, stop making excuses, stop blaming people. If you don't know the information, go find it. You can Google everything else. You can chat GPT everything else. Use those resources to help benefit your children. And with that being said,
and if you need resources, if you are looking for something and you don't know how to do it, let us know in the comments, seriously, and reach out to me, because I have a lot of resources. I even have videos in a playlist. Is it my homeschooling playlist, where some of the language art stuff that I use. If you don't know where to start, seriously, and you want to know, comment and let me know, and I will figure something out on how to, get you the information that you need.
and with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. So like always, it's love, peace, and soul. Like Soul Train, baby.